making cars moves us. What moves you?
Guam DOE Superintendent John Fernandez says he's a big supporter of charter schools. However, he did have many concerns with the charter school program and how it would impact Guam DOE. Specifically, he was concerned with the budget law, which required him to give money out of his budget to the charter school. He said it was financially infeasible. Fernandez, Speaker Juan Pat, and the governor's chief of staff, Frank Arreola, had several meetings last week, and they finally came to a compromise.
One was they agreed that instead of taking the funding from the GDOE operating budget, which we are going to need every penny of and more to meet some of the increased utility rates and other spending pressures, to take it out of the reserve that's already been set aside.
GDOE's reserve is set at 15%, which amounts to about $30 million, and the funding for the charter school will only cost about $687,000. This money won't be released until students are actually enrolled into the Guahan Charter School Academy.
I think the fact that the money identified for the charter school has been is a part of the reserve and also is not going to be released until there is actual students who are transferred into the charter school gives us some assurance that the administration and the legislature are going to work with us to make sure that we are not sort of short-circuited in terms of our own budget needs.
The charter school funding issue is one of many issues from the past that the superintendent is glad to be over. In fact, over the weekend he tweeted, quote, "I see the problem. I want to focus on the future, but I'm constantly asked to fix failed policies/practices of the past. Let's move forward," end quote.
The problem sometimes in this kind of job is that you want to focus most of your time on preparing for the future, and sometimes you're actually required to look back into the past and fix things that have been broken or just not implemented for many years. And so what I'd like to do is dedicate 75% or more of my time on focusing on the future and less of my time fixing things that have been in the past. But nonetheless, I mean, things that come across my desk, I'm committed to fixing, making the tough decisions, and doing what's required to make sure that the problems don't linger and that decisions are made to allow all of us to move forward with the interests of our school children in mind.